Wanted to come on first of all. Okay.
Mm.
So yeah, continuing our discussion. Last time we were talking about science and how it makes more sense for us. We are trying to understand the nature of germs, and also we were trying to understand how effective is science and naturopathy going on. So, with the same respect of understanding and with the same respect of clarity, whatever we are having, and I hope there's a clarity among our listeners also. So we'll try to educate everyone as much as possible. But yeah, as a naturopathy and yoga physician and treating doctor, what is your take on the treatment protocol for naturopathy and yoga for COVID management and cold management? Because yes, both have the same kind of a symptomatological rather than not symptomatological, but same way of handling. We keep a lot of things, people have a lot of say on this, but what is your take on treatment management as such?
Okay, I'll tell you a specific points for what I follow or I suggest people to follow to prevent ourselves from getting a problem of corona infection.
Yeah.
First point, follow the rules and guidelines laid by the government. We have to strictly follow them.
Okay.
You believe or not, you have to listen to government, follow it. Apart from that, there are some things what we should do. Government only tells things how to prevent the mass getting infected, but how to improve our body's ability to handle a stress like a corona. Okay, physically, what are you supposed to do? Sunlight kills all unwanted or disease causing germs. That is a known fact. So, what are you supposed to do? Daily, twice a day, how much ever possible, drink some water, keep a wet cloth on your head or forehead or whatever, and go lie down in under sunlight, or sit under sunlight, or stand under sunlight. Be under sunlight. Minimum of 20 minutes to maximum of 60 minutes, or how much are you comfortable. Drink water and then stay there. Do deep breathing. Why deep breathing? When you breathe deep, your body gets more good fresh air and you eliminate all the old air from your lungs, whatever is there. So keep your lungs clean by frequently doing deep breathing. Sunlight creates sweating. The sweat has all the necessary hormones and enzymes and the chemicals which can kill the germs which is on your body. You can do it. Be under sunlight. Sweat well. After this, go and take a nice bath. It'll make you feel fresh. Then what else can you do? Daily morning when you get up, in empty stomach, in some warm water, squeeze some lemon. How much lemon you decide depending upon your ability of age, your ability to drink lemon, all these things. How much water you decide depending upon your age. For example, if you are 50 kilogram person, take you can comfortably take 300 to 500 ml of water. If you're 100 kg person, you can take up to a liter, 750 ml liter you can take normally. It is not going to be difficult. Okay. How much lemon? Lemon you decide. Warm water, squeeze some lemon, put some pepper, put some turmeric. Now what are these going to do? This is going to create a good digestive capacity, a good agni inside the body. This turmeric is also going to be a good agent against any kind of germ, including corona. Drink it, then go for a walk in the sunlight or go and stand under sunlight, do some small simple stretching exercise under sunlight and you sweat well. It's a wonderful way to start your day. After that, come back. You might be very hungry after you finished some sun bath and simple exercises and taking a bath. Come, eat lot of fruits. Lot of fruits. What kind of fruits? Any fruit, whatever is available for you in your vicinity, eat those fruits. Why fruits? Because fruits naturally have the ability to make your blood more alkaline. Your blood becomes more pure because fruits cannot have impurity. Have lot of fruits. How much fruits to eat? If you are 50 kg person, 50, write 50, add one more zero. This is the minimum grams of fruits you have to eat. minimum grams of fruits you have to eat. 50 kg person. That is for one meal I'm saying. Okay, minimum of half kg fruits per meal. If you eat, it's wonderful. After eating fruits, eat normal breakfast, which is simple to cook and simple to digest. Because that makes your workload for the body less, which means your body is spending energy to build its resources to fight any problem. After breakfast, do your normal job. Whatever you want, you do. After that, lunch. How do you eat lunch? Have more fruits, more boiled vegetables, more boiled green leaves, and then normal cooked food, what you eat normally in your home cooked food. Do not eat outside, try to eat in your home. It is much better and safer. Eat in the home. Simple cooked food. Don't make it complication. Simple cooked food, eat food. Then, if you think your immunity is very low, you can make some vegetable soup or green leaf soup. Like, for example, drumstick leaf soup or drumstick soup or any vegetable soup, ashgard soup, pumpkin soup, tomato soup, carrot soup, beetroot, any soup of vegetable or green leaves that add some pepper and turmeric or any herb which you think helps you. Anything which you think helps against germs, add it. Have a soup afternoon. Again, evening, what you do? Same way like a morning. Drink some water or some honey mixed water or some juice, fruit juices. Again, go to sunlight. Be in sunlight. Do some simple exercise, stretching, whatever you can. Let your body sweat a little bit. Again, take a bath. Again, come back. Try to finish your dinner as early as possible. Before sunset, dinner is the best. If not possible, it's okay a little bit late, but now there is something important you can do, especially for corona problem. What is that? Take 2 liters of water approximately, put some neem leaves, lot of leaves, including the small twigs of neem also you can put in it. Put inside, add some little bit of salt, pepper powder, turmeric powder, little bit jeera powder, asafoetida, little bit of, this edible camphor.
Mm.
It's called edible camphor. In Tamil, we call pachakarpuram. Add that, and any herb which you think will have good fragrance and can help, add that. Nothing wrong. You can even add onion chopped if you want a more strong power. Okay, put inside this water. Now boil this water. Now, what will happen when you boil this water? The lemon what you drank in the morning, the lemon peels will be there. Keep it safe. That lemon peel, either chopping it or just like that, add it to this water and boil it. Now, all these things will give you a strong flavor mixture of all these things. When the water is boiling, boil for 5-10 minutes. Now, all the essence are inside this water. Inhale the steam. How do you inhale the steam? Keep the vessel, hot vessel with a wide open mouth on the floor. Don't keep it on the table. If it spills, it's going to be very hot. Keep it on the floor. Sit on the floor. Take a blanket and cover yourself. Cover this vessel inside your blanket. Be careful, don't touch it, it's very hot. Inhale the steam for 5 minutes to 10 minutes, how much ever possible. Do this 3 days continuously. If you are just cautious, do it once in the evening. If you are very scared, do it morning and evening. Just 3 days, you will feel very different because all these things are herbs and they do a lot of changes inside your body. Just do this, then researchers have proved this sambrani. You know sambrani?
Yeah.
Frankincense in English it is called. That smoke is known to stop the replication of all the unhealthy germs, whatever we are able to find. It can be bacteria, it can be virus, it can be anything. That smoke can kill the germs. Don't overdo the smoke, don't over inhale the smoke, but traditional method, make the smoke show in all the corners of the room, all the rooms of the home. Once or twice, depending upon your fear or belief, whatever you have. Okay? This will ensure your atmosphere is clean. This will ensure anywhere there is any germ what you are scared of, that will also be not able to replicate. And you are doing something for the body. Eat a lot of fruits. These are the things which you are doing in the daytime. Now, evening time, what you should do? Try to finish your dinner as early as possible. At least by 7 or something is much better. Delay. More delay you eat, the abdomen and your whole body is going to have work with digestion and your cleansing of the body or building the body with a lot of strength. Finish early. Try to go to bed by 9 o'clock. Don't delay. Now the whole world is under rest. Who is going to ask about your records? What work you did? Just go to bed early. Okay. Many people comment this 3 months or 6 months, whatever is going to be, you just stay alive is going to be a profit. Don't make any extra profit. Just be alive. If you're so much scared, go to bed early. Why? A good sleep will ensure your body metabolism is working in its optimal capacity and your body is ready to fight against any germs in an effective way. Go to sleep early. Important thing, don't cover your face with a blanket. Don't close all the windows completely and sleep in the old air. See, fresh air is different from clean air. Your air conditioner may give you a clean air, but it is not fresh air. It is not a air with life. It's a dead air. It's a stale air. The old air is circulated again and again, recirculation. Fresh air may have pollution, but it has life. It is much better than old, dead, clean air. Okay? Fresh air is no mosquitoes are there more. You can't even fight and kill mosquitoes completely. Can you kill corona? What are you dreaming about? What are you speaking about? A visible thing you cannot kill. So don't think too much about corona. Put a mosquito net. That's the best way to keep yourself away from mosquito. Don't use this good night, all out. See, they told you clearly, all out. Okay, don't use all those things. They are declaring what they are doing. It's a poison. Okay, don't inhale the breathing. That reduces your capacity to fight against germs. Fresh air keeps you alive. It keeps you stronger. Please understand. Fresh air. I have asthma. I have muc. Do whatever I said. All the diseases what you have will come down. But all and sleep early. Get up as early as possible. Before 6, if you get up from your bed, it is enough for time being. 4:30, 5:30 is all up to you. But before 6, get up from bed and do the routines what I said. Your 9 to 6 in the daytime is decided by what you do evening 6 to 9. Keep in mind. Okay, plan it properly. And for all these things to be effective, there are few things you have to avoid consuming. What are they? Eating without hunger, excess eating food which is predominantly excessive in proteins. You can say proteins are required to create all the antibodies, but proteins are those which makes the blood acidic, and that's what the germs like very much. For example, all the non-vegetarian meat, milk products, dal, all the pulses, legumes, whatever you have, soya, egg. Why I'm saying egg separately? People think egg is vegetarian also. Okay, so I'm mentioning separately. Soya is rich in protein, which means it's bad. Excess protein, don't touch them. In fact, wheat, oats, and barley has excess gluten, which can make your blood more acidic. So try to avoid or minimize it, and not have all the artificial drinks: tea, coffee, Bonvita, Boost, Horlicks, Complan, Milo, Viva, all these things. Whatever you say, artificial drink. The man made it, don't drink it. If it is labeled, packeted, and marketed, corporate, don't drink it. Why? Because don't you know it is having preservative? Why you drink it? Does any animal eat a tea leaf or a coffee leaf?
Haven't
Why are
seen
you
that
eating
though.
it? Why are you eating it? Tea estates don't have a compound or don't have a fencing. Animals don't eat it. Why are you drinking tea? It is not going to be very healthy. These all things reduce your blood capacity to fight against germs.
You
Okay,
mean to
this
say, I mean, even you're talking about green tea because green teas have nothing to do with this. It's just about boiling the water and heating the water and using that water and infusing a little bit of leaves in it. Are they going to?
See, any leaf you put into water and boil, it's called tea.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say here is the actual tea leaf what we use for the normal tea.
Okay.
Okay, those tea I'm telling, don't drink it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, again, I have a doubt here because I mean, it's not about whether it is tea is good or bad. The discussion is, or what I'm trying to get an information from you is, basically the tea which we process is basically having roasted and then they are quantified accordingly. But if you see the green teas, they are just chopped and used. So you're against that green tea, or you're against that entire species of leaves, or you're just against that which is there, like the roasting and grounding.
that species of the tea leaves what we use,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
tea. Okay, that has the natural ability to absorb fluoride from the land.
Hmm.
That tea leaf interferes with so many things in your body, it changes your chemistry altogether.
Yeah.
Okay, the tannin in the tea is also not very healthy. Drinking tea can reduce your iron absorption, it can cause iron deficiency anemia. Drinking excess of tea very hot can cause a lot of problems. Just tea can cause a lot of inconvenience in sinusitis can happen, migraine can happen, hormonal imbalances can happen, morning sickness can be there for pregnant ladies, diabetes can happen just because of tea. The quality of tea leaf is bitter. When you drink bitter in the daily morning, what is the message for your body? See, your body does not know what is coming. It does not know tea with antioxidants. It does not know green tea, yellow tea, blue tea. It does not know any color. It's dark inside the stomach. It knows only the chemical compounds and the uh, vibrations what it carries. Tea is bitter. What does bitter mean to our body? It's a poison. Poison is generally bitter. Anything you eat is poison. Bitter is considered poison. Then don't ask me about why you tell me to take this bitter gourd. See, bitter gourd is going to be a fruit and going to be very sweet. You took it even it is raw because you want that bitterness to be working as a medicine. Neem leaf is a medicine. Is tea a medicine or food? Neither of them. No animal touch tea leaf. Okay, so avoiding all these drinks are better, including all these branded Coca-Cola kind of drinks, all these carbonated drinks, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Fanta, whatever it is. Avoid them all. Bakery items, all the items in the bakery, cake, bread, biscuit, bun, and all these items what you make with any flour. For example, rice is a grain. You take it boiled, it's called rice. You eat it. You mix more water, it's ganji. You powder it, mix it water, ferment it, pour it into a
Dosa.
idli tawa. It is called idli, dosa, all. Now, idli dosa is with rice, but it is not just rice, it's a powdered rice. Flour, batter, dough. All these things try to avoid because they can ferment faster, increase the acidity of the blood faster, germs like it. At least for this caution purpose, try to avoid them as much as possible. It will make a lot of difference in your general health also. Any flour, batter, dough based food, try to avoid. Boil the grains, have it simply. Make one palya, make one chutney, mix with your ganji and have it. Why is it not apt for eating? Fruits, boiled vegetables, boiled green leaves, have some rice in a ganji format. Why is it not enough? Make some rice and rasam. It is simple food. You can eat it. Simpler the food is, the more the better the body functions. The good nutrition should be given, not a complex way. Simple food carries nutrition. The digestion is simpler, it's better, faster, easier, smooth to digest. Have this. Don't take artificial food and try not to eat all these things what I said. Then your protection from this all corona things will be much better. You can have a simple life, you can have a good sleep, daily move your body here and there. If we are not able to go out because of lockdown or whatever, go terrace. If you have a terrace and the luxury of having a terrace, go up. If you're in apartments and everybody won't terrace, but so you cannot go up, then now that's how you know what kind of home you have chosen. The free space in your home, do whatever you can do. You have a home for 1 crore without a free space for you all to gather the natural sunlight. Our choices we made is like that. What to do? I am feeling pity for people who say sunlight cannot come into my home. It's bad. Sunlight is primary. Okay? So do all these things possible. This much if you do, I am sure not only corona, most germs cannot affect you or no germs can affect you. Even if it affects you, continue the same thing, you will not have problems. Definitely you will not have problems. Okay? And this is enough for most infections. And naturopathy strongly believes germs don't cause disease, but they are found in disease condition. Like ants come to eat sugar. To if your sugars are not there, the ants won't come. By spraying an thing to kill the ants, you're not destroying the invitation to the ants. You're only killing the ants which came there. To eat this ant, one more species of ant or another insect will come and eat it. You're inviting more germs by killing the germ what is already there because the first germ came to clean what is wrong in your body, not to create disease. You scientifically, I'll tell you a way. If doctors are watching this, think about this. How would you confirm a species of germs in a person's specimen? You take that sample of the specimen, you put it in many petri dish
Petri dishes.
containing
Sugar
many
solution.
culture medium. Many culture medium. Which culture medium grows a certain germ? That germ you confirm, right? Now, why do you think germs grow only in certain medium? Because germs like to grow in that. So what does it mean? The body of the person where the germs you found from has a specific medium which invited the germ. The germ didn't come and cause disease. Do you agree with this? If you can't agree this, stop the video, rewind it, play again. Listen to this till you understand. Go to the basis of microbiology. Don't always think from your left brain. Also think from your right brain. Also think from your basic way of seeing science. The basic way of seeing the living organisms. Why to go into a conclusion that germs cause disease? Start from where I'm telling. I think you might understand better because you are more educated than me. Try to understand. But is the education depriving you of seeing things in a normal way? Then is education really helpful? You can say you are right, but you can't say I'm wrong without understanding why way. My question is, why germs grow only in certain medium? So do you mean to say the person is having certain medium to grow the germ, or the germ came and caused that medium which it can grow? Just have to understand. So germs don't cause disease, they are found in the disease condition. What disease condition? Unhealthy blood, lymph, toxin accumulation, morbid accumulation, toxemia in the blood, lack of eliminatory channels working properly. These all things invade the germs because germs modify this into something else and make the elimination better. Then it is trying to make us get healed from a situation. By killing it, we are only inviting more germs, not removing it. If you understand this much, you have understood the actual way the biology operates scientifically than how the antibiotics company has taught you science. Okay, so I have tried to explain as simple as possible in a short duration for this purpose of answering. Just follow this, you will be healthy and corona will not come. If it comes, it will go. Added information, wherever they use Siddha, nature cure, yoga kind of things in Tamil Nadu for treating corona patients, there has been no deaths at all. But the death reports are all coming from the sophisticated hospitals. So what is this a clue or a coincidence? You decide.
Okay. So with this, we'll end this session. Today's talk by Dr. Shakti Vijayan. So it was
Thank you.
more like how we try to get things into our perspective. So our way of understanding body, our way of understanding mind, and our way of interpretation or interpreting the disease nature in the body. So this was initial stages of how we will be trying to get into it. We, with more people around us, will try to get a broader perspective, and that is the reason why we are following these kind of videos. So please do come back to us if you have any questions, and please do write to us. We have our channels and mediums here, which is noted down below in the comment section. So yeah, that's it for today. So thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you. Thank
Shakti
you.
Vijayan, for all the painstaking way of getting us and educated and trying to
Yes, yes,
dig
yes.
bit
Thank you. Thank you.
deeper into the perspective of pandemic situation as such, because pandemic is one where not just doctors are also tired of telling people, but also in a way where actually the alternative medicine, how it works and how it actually makes an impact in your body and mind, this can also be seen from the same perspective. So this is a way we are actually trying to get more people to listen to us, and hope they enjoy the sessions, which is also coming in near future also. Thank you, one and all. Thank